Hi viewers, 11th Standard Accountancy, Chapter 12, Illustration Sum number 7. From the following information, prepare profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December 2017. The information, let's read the information. Gross profit brought on 60,000, freight outward 15,000, package charges on sale 12,000, salesman commission paid 1,03,300, promotional expenses 10,200, office telephone expenses 22,400, bad debts recovered 4,000 rupees, interest received 2,100, financial charges 4,000, repairs on vehicle used in office 8,000, depreciation on vehicle used in office 3,000 rupees, interest paid 9,000 rupees, rent received 7,000, carriage inward 4,000. So what we have to do, we have to prepare the profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December 2017. So the heading is profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December 2017. What they given, we have to enter here. Okay. So debtor creditor, particulars rupees on both the side. Okay. So first of all, whenever you prepare the profit and loss account, you should enter gross profit brought down. If they given profit, you have to enter it on credit side. If they given gross loss, you have to enter it on debit side of the profit and loss account. Okay, here they have given gross profit brought down 60,000 rupees, so you have to enter it on credit side of the profit and loss account. We entered 60,000 rupees. Okay, then freight outward 15,000 rupees. Freight outward is the, listen, carriage outwards and freight outwards both are same. Okay, so freight outwards is comes under selling and distribution expenses. Okay, so listen, we always started with the word to on debit side of the trading profit and loss account, and you always started with the word buy on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Okay, so freight outward is the selling and distribution expenses 15,000 rupees. Okay, so you have to enter it on the debit side of the profit and loss account. Then packing charges on sales 12,000 rupees. So as per the profit and loss account format, packing charges is comes under selling and distribution expenses. So you have to enter packing charges is on debit side of the profit and loss account. Listen carefully, all the indirect expenses and losses you have to enter it on the debit side of the profit and loss account, and all the incomes and gains you have to enter it on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Then salesman commission paid 1,300 rupees. So salesman commission means we have to take commission, the word commission. So commission is comes under selling and distribution expenses. So you have to enter debit side of the profit and loss account. To salesman commission 1,300 rupees entered. Then promotional expenses, all the expenses you have to enter it on the profit and loss account debit side. Okay, so promotional expenses 10,200. Promotional means advertisement, like, okay, so to promote the sales you made advertisement, so it comes under selling and distribution expenses. You have to enter it promotional expenses on debit side of the sales, debit side of the profit and loss account 10,200 rupees entered. Then office telephone expenses 22,400 rupees. It comes under office and the administrative expenses. Okay, so you have to debit the office and the telephone expenses on profit and loss account 22,400. Then bad debts, bad debts recovered. Listen, bad debts recovered is comes, it's a indirect expenses. Okay, so bad debts as per the format of the profit and loss account, bad debts recovered is on credit side. Okay, so you go to credit side, you have to write by bad debts recovered 4,000 rupees entered. Okay, then interest received. So listen, what are the received you see on the profit and loss account question, you have to enter it on the credit side of the profit and loss account. So interest received and rent received. Okay, so you have to enter it on the profit and loss account credit side. By interest received 2100 we entered on credit side. By rent received 7000 rupees we enter it on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Okay, then financial charges 4000 rupees. So all the charges, okay, it's a other expenses and losses. It comes under other expenses and losses of the profit and loss account debit side. So you have to enter it on the debit side. Two financial charges 4000 rupees entered. Then repairs on vehicle used in office. So all the repairs expenses related to repairs you have to, it comes under other expenses and losses, okay, on profit and loss account. So you have to write two repairs on vehicle 8000 rupees on debit side of the profit and loss account. Then depreciation on vehicle used in office rupees 3000 rupees. Depreciation comes for fixed assets. Decreasing value of the fixed asset is called depreciation. So depreciation comes under other expenses and losses of the profit and loss account. So you have to enter it on the debit side of the profit and loss account. 3000 rupees we entered. Then interest paid 9000 rupees. As per the format of the profit and loss account, interest paid is an interest charges comes under the heading of other expenses and losses of the profit and loss account. So you have to write on debit side of the profit and loss account, to interest paid 9000 rupees. Okay, then rent received entered, carriage inward 4000 rupees. Listen, carriage inward will be appear on trading account. Okay, so we can't enter it on the profit and loss account. Okay, so for that you omit the carriage inward item. Okay, so given all the information, you have to enter it on the debit and credit side of the profit and loss account. Then you need to close the profit and loss account. So for that you have to find the total. Which side has the higher value? Debit side has the higher value. How much rupees? 84,900 rupees. So you have to consider that 84,900 rupees has the total. So you have to enter 84,900 on both sides as the total, the same horizontal line. We entered 84,900 on both sides as the total. Okay, then which side has the lesser value? Credit side has the lesser value. So we have to find the differences. Okay, so for that you have to add all the values from the credit side. Then you have to subtract from 84,900, you will get 11,800. Okay, so listen, if the total of the debit side exceeds than the credit side, the difference is termed as the net loss. So the difference value is 11,800. This is the net loss. Okay, because we have the higher value on the debit side. Okay, the total is debit side exceed than the credit side. So the difference is termed as net loss. Okay, the net profit or net loss is transferred into the capital account. So we got net loss 11,800 rupees. We have to transfer that net loss into capital account. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take care.